Hi, everybody. Welcome to another week. It's been a very busy week. I guess let's just talk about the letters and the discussion to the board about various proposals for where the company goes. As I discussed last week, we take governance extremely seriously, as does the board. And it's a process that, as all of you, I'm sure, are aware, board discussions and stuff are not typically in public or private companies made public. And it's a process, and we're following good hygiene in terms of governance and process. And unfortunately, as much as we'd like to, we don't have much we can say in this forum in regards to that, which is a little boring as well. There's a lot of work we've been doing in the past week is really in the technology front. I know that sounds boring, but it's just a lot of fine tuning, updating, our technology stack, and that's while outwardly boring, inwardly it's very important to keeping a robust trading system and adding functionality. In terms of our other projects, which we've talked about over the last several weeks, we're still in deliberations, negotiations with all the counterparties. Everything is going well. I would just say that what's frustrating on our side is that, we're working all the time, including weekends. Not everyone in the height of summer, which is where we're at right now, right at the height of summer. On the other side, it's a little slower than we would like in terms of responses from people and turnaround, and we're pushing as hard as we can. It's just something that to some extent is out of our control. I think on the regulatory front, you want to talk about any further news that's happened in the past week?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Dave. So a couple of things. This continues to be very much of a tailwinds environment from a regulatory and public policy perspectives. We and the rest of the industry are anxiously awaiting the presidential report on crypto and digital assets. That's going to touch on a number of themes that have come up over the last several weeks and months. And it's also going to inform the conversation that's going through the Senate now about what a market structure bill could look like. We know that the House passed the Clarity Act, and the Senate and its various committees are working on their versions of the bill that's ultimately going to define what is a tokenized security and what is a non-security digital asset, and how does jurisdiction work? How can you raise capital for new layer 1 or layer 2 projects? And how do those native coins ultimately graduate and trade? Obviously, CFTC is likely to have primary jurisdiction, at least for seasoned crypto digital assets. And that's a conversation that we're following very closely, including from perspective of, do we develop additional regulated infrastructure to complement the market leading broker dealer led end-to-end coverage for tokenized securities we have, including custody. And we're participating with industry groups and responding to requests for information from the Senate Banking Committee and other stakeholders to inform that conversation. Thank you, David.
Well, hopefully we'll have a bunch more information next week. Apologize for the kind of short news cycle, I guess, for lack of a better word, in the last week, but we're diligently working and look forward to next week's chat. Hope people are enjoying their summer, and talk to you soon.
Thank you.